Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Gunmen kidnapped Anambra State House of Assembly member Justice Azoka. Today is December 25, 2024. The Anambra State Police Command has confirmed the adoption of Justice Azoka, the lawmaker representing Onitsha North constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly. Azoka was kidnapped on Tuesday night while returning home along Ugu Apampa Road in inland town Onitsha, the state's commercial hub. Confirming the adoption, Anambra State Police Public Relations Officer SP Tochukwu Ikenga said efforts were underway to rescue the lawmaker and arrest his adopters. Ikenga stated the Anambra Police Command has activated operational plans for the possible rescue and arrest of the kidnappers of Mr. Justice Azoka, Honorable State House of Assembly member representing Onitsha North constituency. The report of the incident indicates that on December 24, 2024, at about 9:20 p.m., while returning home along Ugun Apampa Road, he was abducted by unidentified persons. The command is working on this to ensure his rescue and the arrest of those responsible. Further updates will be provided as investigation in progress. Azoka, who is a member of the Labour Party, had recently reclaimed his mandate after a court nullified the victory of Douglas Egbuna of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 election. So, that is the news that is coming from Anambra State, that a lawmaker was adopted, a member of House of Assembly. I think most of them used to go with security details, with police and so on and so forth. So I didn't see any report indicating that he was with the police when, his security men, when he was adopted. Maybe he was just freely walking and known as man of the people. It's so unfortunate anyway, no matter whom the people who kidnap him is. Even though they are people from Asari Dokubo men, or they are people who are, imposing themselves to be agitators, who are committing crime in the name of Biafra agitators, or foreign people who are from other places coming into the Igbo land to, do all this crime, is highly condemnable. We cannot continue like this. It will always give people fear to come home to do necessary things, to do good things in their homes. It's not good. So no matter whom the person is, adopting people in the name of money or killing people, what is the essence of doing all those things now? It's not just fair. It's not fair at all. So I think people should always have it in mind that this life, no matter how many years are going to last, there is a termination to everyone's life, and that is death. So if everyone is going to die, I don't see any reason why people will continue to kidnap, kill, do everything. For how many years you are going to live? 80, 90, 100, you are gone? That is if you are going to last up to, that extent. It's so unfortunate, and I think this should not happen.
It happens in hours. And you ask yourself, these people will carry out this operation and go without anybody challenging them. No police, no soldier, but the same place. You try to use your private car or motorbike, you see police and soldiers here and there stopping you and extorting from you. You ask yourself, where are these police when this happens? You can't even call the police to, when if they say these guys are in operation, you call the police to come for for rescue, and they will come. Instead, after the operation has been carried out, they will come and start arresting innocent Nigerians that are going to their various businesses that know nothing about it. Honestly, I'm worried about it. I am worried each time I hear all these things. I ask myself, is this a country? Do we even have a government? Do we? I honestly, because I've lived
honestly, we don't have.
I've lived outside Nigeria for over 20 years. This thing, I came to Nigeria on January. My most fear is not that I'll be kidnapped, or the armed robbers will come and steal from me, or they will do anything. My most fear was the Nigerian police. I'm telling you, each time I see Nigerian police, my heart will skip. My heart will skip. Why? Because you will be driving. The police will you see somebody, a policeman pointing gun at you. Hey, move down like this. I ask, my driver, I say, please. Even to an extent, I start using public transport. Because as soon as they see you with a good car, they see as a young man, maybe you are looking good. Man, I don't know. It's a problem. One day they stop us and they start asking us, why are you using tinted glass? I'll be like, the same people will be in this road. The people, the armed robbers, the Fulani herdsmen, they will come and kill people in this road. Nothing we have. We can't even hear anything, but they will keep on stopping people. They will keep on extorting from people. You know, all these things. You hear them, you see them, you ask yourself, are we still a country? Are we still citizens of this country? Is there anything that we are benefiting from this country? The answer is no. If people can be killed on daily basis and there is no, like this thing you are saying now, this is my first time of hearing that, so that some people are killed. This is my first time. You can't hear it in the media.
3 consecutive days.
You can't hear it in the media.
Days.
And
President of Hungary reacted to it. Prime Minister of Israel tweeted about it. The Prime Minister of Brazil, the President of Brazil, tweeted that many world leaders reacted to it. But the following day, the governor of that state traveled to go and do Christmas with Tinubu in Lagos.
You see, that is the problem. The problem we have in Nigeria, media is one of our problems. Media, they are one of our problems. Because I forgot about the people that we elected as a House of Rep members, senators. These people may betray us, but the media is mostly the highest representatives of the people. They are the ones that people are paying attention to can know what is happening in the country. But since they cannot report all these things, can't you see that it's this thing? They are just working with the government. I listened to President Tinubu's media chat a few days ago, where he said Nigeria should learn how to manage. I was just listening, looking at the media. I was just like, these guys, we are talking like they were just playing on the gallery. Not like they were talking, they're just playing on the gallery. People like
someone who bought yacht, bought private jet, while people are suffering, started multi-billion naira coastal highway. And what?
Yes, look at it. They were just this Jide somebody, the one that TVC. You know that is Tinubu's channel. Ruben Abati, we all know what he stand when it comes to these things. He's just a politician hiding under this channel TV, Arise TV. He's just a politician. So, and he's the one that is coordinating the media, that media chat. You ask yourself, I listen to other interviews with other presidents of the world. When you see a president making this comment, they will look their president eyeball to eyeball. Mr. President, not Mr. President. You said that Nigerians should manage, but what about you people that are in power? Can't you also learn how to manage? Look at you renovated your vice president's house with 20-something billions. You buy presidential yachts, you buy private jet, you did it. Your wife, who is using taxpayers' money to fly, is your wife a president? Your children using, I watch his son, Tinubu, I think in one of the states in that Yoruba land, where he got the army saluted him. But just look at all this. Yeah. Is that a country? Is this a country? You see all this happening. Honestly, you ask yourself, where I live, I was not born in this country, but I have Medicare where when I'm sick, I will go to the hospital, get a free medical attention. My children, they have this benefit. If my children goes to school, unless I decide to put them in a private school, maybe because we think we foreigners that came to the west, we want to put our children where they will get moral, where they cannot be exposed to all manner of laws. Not because the government schools are the best. They give the best, but because we want our children to have moral. That's why we put them in some of these private schools, missionary schools. But they can go to school free. They benefit. If you don't have a job, government support you. If you have a child, government support you. If whatever you need, you run to the government, they will assist you. I'm a citizen of Nigeria by birth, but I just joined this place a few years ago. But what I've benefited from this one where I live, I've never, all my life, nothing. I can never boast of protection. Nigeria is a country where you will stay with your friend or your family. Some people will come and shoot. Police will come and shoot. Kill people. We will shout, hey, 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 in a space of after like 1 hour or a day, we all forget and move on as if nothing happened, as if it was the animals that was killed. These are human beings. These are human beings. People die every day. Like I used to tell someone, I said, it's even better. There is war in Nigeria. So Nigerians the whole world will have pity for Nigerians and bring their their plane and start taking Nigerians to their country for asylum. It's not better than they will see us as if all is well with us. Well, Nigerians are killed every day, on daily basis. We are being killed, we are being slaughtered by Fulani herdsmen, we are being slaughtered by terrorists, we are being slaughtered by police, we are being slaughtered by soldiers. They will still tell you, I will kill you, nothing will happen. And they will just kill you, nothing will happen. Nothing. You just die like that. Honestly, my brother, it's something that we all should be show more concern of. But the problem is that no matter how concerned you are, I don't think it can change anything. I don't think it can change anything at all. I wish there is a way I can move every member of my family out of Nigeria and just forget about Nigeria.
That would be difficult.
I wish that I can do it, because each time I remember that I still have family, I still have mother, father, relatives who lives in Nigeria. Now, look at our situation in Nigeria. One of my brother traveled from Canada to Nigeria a few days ago. He called me, Charles, do you know that if you're not doing anything in Nigeria, you are in trouble? I said, what do you mean? He said, I've not been to Nigeria for up to one week. I spent over ₦1 million buying food. He told me, I'm buying fuel for 1,200, 1 tray. I fuel my car, fuel my generator every day. I spend almost 100,000. Then, you hear all these things. You ask yourself, people are earning 70,000. Even not every government that are giving them this money.
Yeah.
How are these people surviving? How do they take care of their family? How do they even go to this work? How? Spend transport every day, go to this work, eat. They will eat lunch. They will have breakfast. They will eat in the evening. They do all these things with what? What is the difference? What being a governor, does it make you different from those workers? You live in the same Nigeria. You go to the same shop. You buy the same thing, and you have the guts to give them 70,000.
70,000 can't even afford one bag of rice.
Can't even afford a bag of rice is 100,000. You see the level of wickedness. It's only in Nigeria that I see a leader, a president, when he is sick, he will zoom out of the country for medical checkup. You do not try all this in other nations. I live in one of the African countries for Swaziland I stayed in that country for about 10 years. It's ruled by a king. Throughout these 10 years, I wasn't a citizen. What I have is just work permit. in that country.
Okay.
But throughout these 10 years, I never visited their hospital and spent 1 naira, one rand for medical checkup. I was having free medical attention. I'm not a citizen. I wasn't a citizen in that country. You have good road. When you are in your house, you see somebody standing in front of your house for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. You don't understand what he was doing. You give call to police. They will come immediately and ask him, what are you doing here? You have access to every basic need of life, food, everything. But you come to Nigeria, it's totally different. And this is one of the poorest country, one of the poorest, when you're saying poorest country in the world that you can talk about. The king is providing them with security. You can't even hear somebody shooting on the air. Talk of shooting for 10 minutes without rapid response.
My brother, that is an indication that the security agencies are complicit. That is an indication because
they are.
Yeah.
They are. Even now, security agencies are kidnappers. They will stop you. They will ask you to open your phone. When you open your phone, they check how much you have. They even take you to the POS, different POS, and ask you to withdraw money for them. And if you don't, they can kill just to cover their nonsense. So if the people that are supposed to protect you are doing this, then who will save you? Nobody. Today, if you talk about politicians, if you say anything about politicians, they will come after you. They will just arrest you. So is that a country? My brother, honestly,
it's so pathetic. Let me give a shout out to people who are with us. Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas to you. All right. Where are we starting from? Joshua Too Skinny. Say no worries. Nigeria will be better soon. When is this soon? Star Flame, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Star Flame is saying, are you new to this? What do you mean by Christmas massacre begins in Plateau? This is something that has been happening for several years now, not just beginning. Nigeria Christians are cowards. Anyway, I say it begins because it started this year again. It's something that happens almost every year that we know, okay? And Stephen says, when you choose to practice a religion and refuse to dig into the history or how the religion was preserved and rather choose to die like cowards, that is it. Fight, no, say no. It's so unfortunate
but
anyway.
Nigerian Christians are cowards of a truth. Nigerian Christians are cowards. They are really cowards.
Ibibia Abam said, the Southeast should thank God that this doesn't happen again there. What do you mean by this doesn't happen? Well, it doesn't happen in massacre, but they are still killing the way they are killing up to tomorrow. Nigerian Prophecies and News says, so sad. All right, may their soul rest in peace. Ibibia Abam says, since the identity is unknown, how are they going to fight? Who are they going to fight? That is the. I understand that the community people, I think they should know the people. They already know the people who are fighting them because it's not new. But during report, police will say people who came, we don't know them yet. Let us do investigation. That is the propaganda in the highest order. Now, Smart David. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It says, truth is bitter to the Nigerian government. Please, all rich people should try to help their communities with sophisticated weapons for defense. I support that. Which Way TV says, support Which Way Nigeria to expose Nigeria through a documentary film titled The Truth About Nigeria. Okay, you are trying to bring out a documentary called The Truth About Nigeria. That would be very nice, and I will appreciate that. Okay, I will appreciate that. Ogunwanyi Christian says, good morning, my brother. Good morning to you and Merry Christmas. Emindi Oge says, may God protect us in Jesus' name. Amen. May God protect you too. Smile Dove says, good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas to you as well. Chill Power So I gave up on that contraption long time ago. Smido says, I am earning 30,000 and I am a graduate, yet no job. My wife is currently pregnant. Please help me. You have to make preparation, because if your wife gives birth, you are going to spend money. That time you will not give anybody story. Anyway, Smido, after you chat me up, I don't have money. I don't have money to give you, but just chat me up, okay? Just chat me up. Maybe I have 1 or 2 people that can support you. But currently, I don't have money now. Honestly, I will tell you. But I might have 1 or 2 people that will support you.
Oh
Then
my God.
Benechuku said, good morning to you, my dear brother Okocha. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you all. I really appreciate. Stenda Odende said, let everyone looks after their family because nothing to be expected from the government. Absolutely. Everyone should look after their own people. Christian Igwebe says, until those that continue to call themselves Nigerians realize that Nigeria is at war, they will continue to die for nothing. Your leaders are rogues. You are all under Arabic law of Islam. You wanted to say Arabic law of Islam. Anyway, these are the things we find ourselves saying. It's not, I will not say it's not our fault anyway. Partly it's not our fault. Partly it is our fault. According to this man, what is it called? Pierre Lumumba. He says when the people who lead the cattle, the herdsmen, if they are leading the cattle will love them, the cattle will protect them. You know why? They never knew what is going on. Also, if the cattle were to know that those herdsmen are leading them to go and sell them, leading them to slaughter to go and kill them, say they will treat them in a different way. The same thing happens to Nigerians. Sometimes if I see our mothers, some youths, hating politicians, clapping for them, tying wrapper for them when they are coming, I shake my head, I say, these people don't know that these are the same people who are killing them. They don't know. Joma Ona, bro, yeah. If they know, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
You know, Nigerian politicians, they weaponize poverty. They put Nigeria in a position that when you see 500 naira, you'll be shaking. That's the position they put Nigerians. They know what they are doing. These people, imagine somebody wake up in the morning, you do not know where your next meal will be coming from. And somebody is offering you 5,000. Do you think you will not accept it? You will even accept it with your full chest, because that day you will think, oh, God has provided me my next meal, not knowing that you are just messing up with your future. That's what the Nigerian politicians want. Nothing. If they can allow Nigerians create an environment for business to strive, workers, give them good salary, and like what happened this stampede, these things will not happen. Even if you don't just gather people and ask them to come to your house, you start giving them charity. That thing doesn't happen anywhere. It's only in Nigeria you see. If you think you have money that you want to donate to the less privileged, there are places you can give those things. In all the organized countries, you don't just gather people to come to your house and start giving them charity. So in Nigeria, and most people that do all this, they just want to do them for people to see them, not because they want to show that one, they have money. Oh, they are doing philanthropic whatever. They are doing show.
Yes, I have another story behind that, and I am telling people that you people are running after all these bandits because you are hungry. You are no longer going to farm. Now, what every good leader should do, especially politicians who are sharing rice, what they're supposed to do is to stop the reason why the people are hungry. Because we are just trying to treat the symptoms and leave the problem. The people are no longer going to farm because the Fulani terrorists are in the bush, killing them, kidnapping them, doing all sorts of things against them. And these people are not bothered to fight insecurity. Now people are hungry, you are sharing rice. Rice is not the issue here. So it's unfortunate, my brother.
But you understand where they are going. The farmers, if you're talking about Fulani herdsmen stopping farmers to do their farm, we all know that Nigeria is being governed by minority. Nigeria is governed by minority because when you're talking of Fulani are the smallest tribe in Nigeria, and they have conquered the north. You come to the south, there is a power tussle in the south who want to be superior against each other. The Yorubas want to be superior over the Igbos and the south. What do they do? Some of them, not all of them, the greedy ones who want to go and align with the Fulani to get power, instead of playing neutral. See, this is we like, okay, look at what Tinubu is doing now. In as much as I'm somehow against this tax reform, and I'm not somehow against it. I told one of my friends, I said, if Tinubu will succeed in this, in as much as Tinubu is doing this out of selfishness, out of greed, but this will do a lot to Nigerians. The only problem I have with increase in VAT, because if you increase VAT, it's going to affect the ordinary Nigerians. But if this thing of sharing of derivation, whatever you get in your state, you pay tax, you have 60% of it, and the rest, according to what you are doing. If you can succeed in it, that will be beautiful. So these are things we are passing through. The Muslims, the Fulani, not Muslims, the Fulanis, they want to continue in power.
All right, let me ask you a question now regarding this massacre, regarding this killing. What do you think the people should do, the people of Plateau State? With time without number, we have shouted that these people should defend their land, defend yourself, do everything you have to do. And this thing keep on happening. What do you think they should do at this point?
My brother, Marvelous, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
What is happening? You didn't take them to Christmas party. Maybe that is why they are disturbing you. Anyway, I just muted it. Let me unmute it again.
Okay. My brother, there is nothing they can do, because you didn't know why I said they can't do anything. One, these people that are killing them, they have sponsors somewhere. And there is an agenda behind this.
Yeah.
And before you fight back, you must first know what is the agenda, what is the reason, why is this thing happening, and start tackling it. Because you don't just see people, you start fighting them. You have to find out who are behind this killing.
Yeah.
These people, they come with AK-47, they come with sophisticated weapons. Who is sponsoring them? These people, these other people, where do they get money to buy? Or when you find out these things, that's when you begin to tackle your problem. You can't just start fighting. Who are you fighting? The government, or the people, the politicians, or the herdsmen? This is Fulanis hiding under the Fulani. How do they call it? Oligarchy or hegemony, whatever they call them. They are all their Fulani politicians, Sultan of Sokoto, all of them. They have agenda. They want to conquer the middle belt. They have taken over other part of North. Now they want to conquer the middle belt and bring in their people from all over the world, from all over Africa, because every Fulani believe. Like I remember one interview that was the former governor of our president governor of Bauchi State had with I think it was a Rice News or something like that. He said that a Fulani is a Fulani. A Fulani don't have any country. A Fulani in Cameroon, a Fulani in Nigeria, they are all Fulanis. And Buhari came to power with this plan of establishing what he called Ruga, what was the agenda? To establish Fulani all over Nigeria, so that they can live there. So that if anything is happening, they will say, oh, there is Fulani in Igbos. There's Igbo Fulanis, like what they do today. Before, it used to be Hausa Fulani. Today, it is no more Hausa Fulani because they have conquered the Hausas. They will say, oh, Fulani Yorubas, Fulani Igbos. That's how they want to conquer. But thank God, the South, they resist it. They fight against it. Yeah. Now, what do they see? They find out, oh, this plan has failed. They came in with trying to wipe out communities. They will come in, they will kill, they will take over. The community will become refugee in the city. They took over their villages, they took over their communities. They live there. So how are you gonna fight them? When the South, the only way the government can fight them is when the southern Nigeria, like Tinubu now, we start taking a stand and no, this thing will not happen. But he won't do it because he feel, oh, he's getting support from them. He know that the Southeast, they will not support him. He know that the South will not support. He know that even as it is today, every Nigeria, so even in the West, so he will run to them in order to come back to power. The same thing Obasanjo did during his government. Instead of Obasanjo to stop Sharia law, he played because he wants to come back to second term. He play on the gallery. Today, Nigeria is suffering from it. When he could have stopped it. This is the problem. When the Southerners become president, they will not want to stand with their 2 feet on the ground. They want to play on the gallery to come back on the second tenor. This is what they keep on playing on the gallery, and things keep on spoiling. Things keep on spoiling. Instead of them to take, nothing will happen. Look, I'm an Igbo man. I tell my brother, I say, look, you can't betray your mother, your father, your brother to please your enemy. You can't do that. When you betray your mother, your father, your enemy will see you as a betrayer. He can never trust you. He will never trust you because I want to be a minister. I want to contest for any political office. I will travel to Sokoto and go to Sultan of Sokoto. He will crown me with one traditional what. They put me this thing enough for me to get their support. Who told you that all this thing will help you? This is a lie. This is the problem we have in the southern Nigeria. This is the problem. We fail to stand on our 2 feet, and that is why we are suffering today. The North, they have vast land that could have helped provide feed Nigeria, but their governors become lazy.
Because of federal allocation.
Because of federal allocation, they become lazy. They encourage. See, when this Boko Haram of it started, the Fulani herdsmen, this, that, they never condemn it. Like the way when IPOB started in the Southeast, it was the Southeastern governor that first condemned it. Before the federal government, Buhari, who is looking for an opportunity to get at the Igbos, took over, bam, and prescribe it. So northern government never condemn what they will keep on painting with. Fulani herdsmen, this is herders and farmers crisis. This is a
because they are using them for their personal agenda. This is what many people should know. This is what especially people in the South should know, that this Nigeria is all about interest. It's all about interest. So there is no two ways about it. People who have interest to make sure that religion dominates Nigeria, they can do it by all means. It doesn't matter who is dying, it doesn't matter what happened, as far as they are doing it. Now, let me tell you, this strategy of hunger that is starting, I want to show you one video. When the House of Rep member was warning Nigerians about this. And I want to tell you that this hunger is a war. It's a war. When I mean it's a war, it's part of this plan we are talking about. I don't think I still have this video here, but Anytime I see it, I will show you the video. So a House of Rep member was there trying to explain the reason why all these Bororo Fundani who are terrorizing are in the bush. The reason why they will never give up and stop, doing what they are doing in the bush. All is because they want people to be hungry. And when people are hungry, they can do anything. They won't even have brain to think that, they are changing our laws to Islamize Nigeria. Someone who is hungry cannot think that, because we have hierarchy of needs. Someone who is not naked, who don't have house, cannot even think of getting married. So that is the way life is positioned. So these people think critically. They know that, imagine me from Delta State, all our bushes, these people have occupied it. So imagine people preventing people who owns the land not to go to farm. So this is what they have been doing time with that number. So if we do not rise now, I don't think there is anything we can do tomorrow. Honestly, I'm telling you, I don't think there is anything at all that we can do tomorrow. Before I was talking about Benue, that this house, this community, people who are from this community are telling me that up to today, that the community is still like this. The government did not do it. The state government did not do it. The federal government did not do it. They just leave the community like that. Then the terrorists are using the territories to do whatever things they want to do. We cannot continue like this. We can't continue like this. If you speak now, you become a bad person. If you speak, they say you are this, you are that. All right. Look at
during the time of Goodluck Jonathan.
Yeah.
You see, that time, Goodluck Jonathan, in as much as his government was porous, there was corruption. Because why there was corruption? Because Goodluck Jonathan thought he was working with people. He don't know that the people he employed to work with are his enemy, those who want his downfall. Goodluck Jonathan would have been the best president Nigeria would have ever produced. But because the people he was working with was working against him, you see, there was a decision he took that even before the election, you couldn't hear that there was killing about what's the name of these people that was killing then, not Fulani herdsmen,
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram. You couldn't hear any killing about, because the soldiers that time, this guy was the chief of Ihe was the chief of defense force. They mount 24-hour surveillance in that area. You couldn't hear anything. That makes this guy what's the name? This Erofai, and some governors that when Goodluck went to buy arms from in America, they went and protest that he want to buy arms to kill his own people, to kill their people. They protest against it. Even that time, the Americans, I think they refused to sell arms to Goodluck. You see, all these things, like there's an agenda, and they are working hand to hand with the military. That is why you see the Fulanis will do everything to make sure that they are the ones that are holding arms. They are in position of arms. They will do everything. They know that ordinarily, if it is just civil, like a community fight, Fulani fighting against each tribe, they will not succeed. Now, what their agenda now is to use the state apparatus, police, military. That is why they are fighting. They make sure that they are the ones in positions to handle arms. If, like I said, we've had two Yoruba's president in Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan. If these three people have taken a stand, take decisions, not running after them, running after their support, because Nigeria has been orchestrated in a way that the North and South, they should understand that the North will rule this 8 years, the South will rule it, and stop playing on the gallery in the name of who we rule. If they can come together, because this is the problem. Every 8 years, when it is the turn of the South, and even when we want to contest, somebody from the South we want to contest, Obama we want to contest. And the Yoruba we want to play superior over others. And this is why, and when it goes to the north,
are you blaming them?
And when it comes to the north, it's only the Fulani that we contest. Do you see the problem?
I won't blame them. I won't blame them because we were not made to live together. We are brothers, like as you say, Ghana, Cotonou. We are like brothers with this Odua, Arewas. We were not meant to live together. Everybody must protect their own.
I am not blaming them. But what I'm saying here, if the South, they will have, they within themselves produce one person to go. I am telling you, let's say they will say, okay, after 80, Tinubu now is in power. When after another 80 years, when it comes to the South, maybe somebody from the South or from the East will go. They will do it in that. You see, you don't need support from the North to be a president. This is where Fulanis are more dangerous and more wise than the South. Watch out, each time that it is time to contest for presidency, all the people that will contest from the North, even the vice, they will all come from Fulani tribe. Do you ask yourself why? Because they have silenced every part of North. No tribe, when it comes to money, they're the one in position of money. All the high-ranking offices in the North, they're the one in position. So other people from the North cannot talk. But when it comes to South, we'll be dragging it. And that will give them, the only way one person will succeed in the South is to run to them for support. And when you run to them, they will give you their condition. They will give you a condition. And if you will abide with that condition, enough for you to win. And when you become president, you can't do anything. You can't. There's nothing you can do. That is why we are failing.
All right. Now, let's go back to the economic war I was talking about. Look at what this man said. Very important.
The hunger we faced from the beginning of this year for next year is going to be worse because you have to look at their strategy. Now they are trying to stop people from going to farms, especially in the northeast, in the northwest, and the north central. They know if they do that, the whole country will be in hunger and there will be agitation. People can take weapons against government. We shouldn't take it lightly. You should understand this. We had issues of hunger in January, February, and March. And we will have worse if we didn't stop these people from preventing people to go to farmlands and cultivate their farms.
You're not recognized.
You get the point?
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Everything you are seeing about hunger today was planned. During COVID-19, that is the time they send people down to south, to southwest, to southeast. People, if I tell you how these people terrorize in our bushes, what are they doing? Just a simple plan, what this man said. Make sure these people don't go to farm. Let there be hunger. Let them get hungry. When there is hunger in Nigeria, it will dive their attention from what we want to do. We'll continue to do what we want to do, while they will be, craving for what they are going to eat. And as you can see today, stampede happened in 3 places and up to 53 persons died. Just imagine. So, this is an orchestrated plan.
But it's tempting because we have cowards as leaders in the South. Whether you like it or not, we have cowards. Okay, why do I say it? The northern governors during the time of Obasanjo, they propose Sharia law in their state, and they go, and it can't to pass. They make it a law in their state. Look at in the South, we have governors who don't have that I can say they are women. All the governors in the South, they are all women. Why do I say they are women? They cannot make decisions in their state. Passing a law, signing a bill to ban this Fulanis carrying their cattle, walking on the roads and this thing. They can't sign it. Why? Because if they can do this, they can. All these governors in the South, we come together. and banned this, one, you will see reasons why you should stop people living in the bush. Because anybody that you see in the bush will be seen as a criminal. Anybody, but today, if you see a header in the bush with cow, you can't easily call him a criminal. You see, why? When you know that this header in the bush has an agenda, you know why he was there. His AK-47 is packed closed there. Somewhere. But if they can pass a bill that will ban all this movement, car movement all over the South, and stand on it, I know it will create a lot of noise. They will say, "Oh, I could remember last time. I think that was during the time of Buhari, the former Attorney General. He was saying, if you stop the car movement, that's their business. What about the Igbos that are selling motor parts? Look at their mentality. It will create a lot of noise. But who cares? Nobody cares. The most important is protect your people. But what do? They don't have any, they can't do it. They are cowards. They will keep on talking. How many years now that people are being killed? People are being killed in Delta. People are being killed in all the states in Yoruba land, in the South, in the East. They can't even make a law that will ban movement of cows in the street, in the bush. How can somebody, I plant a cassava to make food for my family. Somebody will go with his cow and eat up my cassava. Does it make sense?
It doesn't.
You plant a maize. Somebody will go with his cow and eat up the maize. Does it make sense? And the governors are there every day. They are talking nonsense. So, my brother, no matter whatever is their agenda, if we have people in politicians in the South that have courage, we can stop them. We can't stop them.
But look at the issue. These people's plan is huge, and I am so disappointed at so many politicians from the South. Now, you see this man they call Ikenga Imogochire.
Yeah.
You know the man is outspoken. The man is always supporting the man is like the only opposition voice you can hear in Nigeria. And he speaks the truth to power. He called his spade a spade. But recently, there is a threat on his life. They want to kill him. Why?
Yeah.
These are the things. And everybody is now raising their voice. Everybody is just trying to raise an alarm that look at what is about to happen. Because the threat is real. Remember, at the time there was assassination attempt on his life where he and his family ran away. So I was listening to Michael Maxwell Oparadi, one of the council to Nnamdi Kanu, still raising the alarm today. I said this threat is still on.
It's not today. It's that even the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, he has been in loggerhead with Hope Uzodinma. There was a time, one of the court ruling, he was the court ruling, he was denied of told him that he didn't win the election. He went up to the Supreme Court. They restored him back. So who is behind all this? Hope Uzodinma. And since Hope Uzodinma became the governor of Imo State has not been livable.
Yeah.
There have been trouble. And people like Hope Uzodinma, they are not elected by the people. There is someone put them there, and they are dancing on the tone of whatever the tone that the people that put them there play. That's what he is dancing. For Hope, if you go to Imo State, you can't see anything. You can't see anything. Nothing is happening in Imo State. Nothing. It's just all the roads that leads to the city. Everything is in a mess. So you don't expect this kind of people to protect you. You don't expect these people to protect you. Like, okay, well, you see, when you come to everybody will say, "Oh, IPOB this, IPOB that." Let me tell you, the main reason why governors in the Southeast prescribed IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu and his group, was this: they saw him as a threat to them. They see the guy gaining momentum, gaining crowd, that they think if they allow him, there will be a time that he'll be the one making decision in the southeast. That is their threat. Nothing. None can never do anything. They see him that, oh, this boy, if we allow him, it means time will come when he will be the one making decisions in the southeast, that he will be the one commanding powers, commanding authorities, whoever he wants to be the governor, to go to Abuja, all these things. Yes, that was their problem. That was their problem. Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB never caused any problem. They never caused any harm to people. Up to today, they are not causing any harm. But because they did that, Buhari, who is a core enemy to Igbos, see it as an opportunity to deal with the Igbo. And look, you know, when you think, oh, you, like I said before, if you betray your father, your mother, your people to please your enemy, you can never, your enemy will never trust you.